Welcome back to the new video. Today, we bring you another awesome story here at Worth Knowing. Watch the video till the end to know more and subscribe to the channel so that we keep bringing you such videos. Musty gymnasiums, broken toilets, or boring teachers. Unfortunately, this is often the bitter reality in German schools. No wonder that many students can hardly wait for the end of their school days. But there are also schools where everyday life looks very different. So today, we're going to show you 8 crazy schools that really exist. There are schools where very permissive teachers teach and schools where things are extremely strict. You will also find out at which school serious spells are studied. So it's going to be exciting. Therefore, stay tuned. Oh, and let us know what your perfect school would look like in the comments. We are curious. Explore the world, get to know the most beautiful countries on Earth, and at the same time go to school with your best friends on a luxurious ship. You think that doesn't exist? Then you were wrong, because exactly such a school or such a program actually exists. The Semester at Sea was established in 1973 and is currently administered by Colorado State University. Up to 600 students from all over the world can take part every year. And if you're lucky enough to actually land on the ship, you can expect more than just a luxurious cruise ship with pools and an exuberant party atmosphere. Instead, the students travel the world in about 100 days and visit up to 13 countries in Asia, Africa, Europe, South America, and North America on their way. During their voyage, students are taught a range of subjects and disciplines, while special guest lecturers await their students upon arrival at each port. Among the speakers and lecturers in recent years have been historical personalities such as Fidel Castro, Indira Gandhi, Mikhail Gorbachev, Nelson Mandela, and Mother Teresa. If you now think that the program is just the right thing for you, you should bring the necessary change with you. 3 months on the ship cost the equivalent of up to 28,000 euros. Number 7. The Summer Olympics in Tokyo showed it once again. China is one of the best sporting nations in the world. And not without reason, because in China, there are around 3,000 sports schools in which more than 500,000 children are currently being trained as Olympic stars. One of them is the Shen Jinglun Sports School in Huangshu. Children as young as 4 receive up to 10 hours of intensive coaching every day. And the trainers are not exactly squeamish. Some training units are even reminiscent of hard military training, and the boys and girls are pushed to the limits of their physical strength every day. The focus is not only on the sports units themselves. A strict diet plan is also followed when it comes to nutrition. The Shanghai school recruits around 900 children each year from kindergartens across the city. And some are even lured to the city from rural villages with promises of sporting fame and fortune for their families. However, only very few of them are really successful, because just 10% of children can later hope for a national or even international sports career. For most others, however, the future doesn't look too rosy. Because the school concentrates almost exclusively on athletic performance, most students have no chance on the normal job market after their training. As a result, many even end up on the streets and keep their heads above water with cataract shows. Let's continue with a school that is unique in Germany and probably even in the whole world. We are talking about the Hermann Hesse Education Center, which is also referred to in the media as the addicted classroom. The reason at the school in Frankfurt former addicts get a second chance. Here they can catch up on their school-leaving qualifications in a safe space and are also supported by social workers with private problems. However, narcotic substances are taboo, even outside of school hours. To ensure that they really stick to it, a contract is drawn up in advance, in which the young people have to agree to provide urine samples at any time. But that only happens if there is a concrete suspicion. But in addition to the risk of a relapse, the young people also suffer from many psychological and cognitive problems that were triggered by the substances. In addition to their addiction problem, more than half of the students often have an illness such as schizophrenia, ADHD, or borderline. They often find it difficult to concentrate and hardly remember the subject matter. But the teachers have adapted well to this, and in a 6-month introductory course, the young people can get used to their new, regular everyday life. And the success of the students proves the teachers right. More than 2/3 achieve the degree they are aiming for, and many of them even graduate from high school. And so that they can then enter the world of work without prejudice, the name of another school is on the school report card. Let's now come to a primary school, which is not particularly unusual in itself, but the way to school that the small children have to take every day is. We are talking about the elementary school below the small village of Achulayer in the Chinese province of Sichuan. Auto Tutor is located on a cliff about 800 meters high and is completely cut off from the outside world. For a long time, the only way to school was via an extremely dilapidated bamboo ladder that was attached directly to the abyss. Every day, the students in the village had to make the life-threatening journey to reach their school class. They had no security and were usually completely on their own. In 2016, Chinese media became aware of the situation and the government took action. They exchanged the dilapidated bamboo ladder and replaced it with a steel ladder for the villagers, who incidentally also have to make the dangerous journey to go shopping, visit the doctor, and even deliver their babies. The situation has therefore fundamentally improved. But by European standards, this way to school is still anything but safe. No walls, no pens, and above all no heavy books. Whoever enters the Orestrat Gymnasium in Copenhagen for the first time can hardly imagine that they have just entered a normal school. Because the Orestrat Gymnasium is anything but normal. It is the world's first digital high school that gets by without classrooms and without classic teaching materials. Instead, each of the approximately 1,200 students has their own laptop. You have 24/7 access to the internet, and all important learning materials are uploaded directly to a cloud by the teacher. As a rule, learning takes place in small groups somewhere on the school premises or in specially furnished sofa corners. Because there is no classroom or even a staff room at this special school. The students can also determine the pace of learning themselves, because they can access the recorded learning material at any time and repeat it again and again. No wonder the school is extremely popular. Several hundred students have to be rejected every year. With 1,200 school children, the high school has already reached its limit. Let's continue with a school in Colombia, which is probably really unique. Because in Medellin, there is the first university that is 100% specialized in producing explicit adult films. The school was founded by the actress Alexandra Omaris Ruiz, who had a successful career in South America under the name Amarantha Hank and has many fans. Now she wants to train other interested students to become actors at her revealing university. In her live courses, she gives practical tips that the aspiring actors can use to show their best in front of the camera. But because business can be extremely tough and has many downsides, she also offers courses designed to help you succeed behind the scenes. In 1 hour, she teaches how women can best protect themselves from abusive men and how to recognize false and abusive producers. A seminar will also look at how to make the most money as an adult entertainment performer. Incidentally, the idea for the special university came to her when she kept getting messages from bored people who wanted to make their private life a little more interesting. The students of our next school also have to fight for more acceptance. Because while Harry Potter and Co. are celebrated by the fans, the magic students of the rich school in the USA repeatedly experience violent arguments with their mainly religious critics. Since the magic school was founded, almost 290,000 students from over 150 countries have registered and taken part in the seminars. Here, they not only learn everything about tarot cards, medicinal herbs, or myths. They also get taught in the courses how to make and use magic wands or how spells work. The courses are usually held online. But until a few years ago, the rich school also had its own campus in Hoopeston, in the U.S. state of Alina. But there were always violent protests against the would-be witches, and they were even sprinkled with holy water. This was followed by a move to Chicago, and finally even to Salem, Massachusetts, a city that gained worldwide fame for its notorious Salem witch trials. In the meantime, this location has also been closed and the courses are only offered online or broadcast via the company's own online television station and radio station. Let's get to number 1. According to a study, 30% of all students in the USA who have come out as gay or lesbian are threatened, attacked, or injured by their classmates. For this reason, a very special school was founded in New York in '85. At the Harvey Milk High School in Manhattan, almost exclusively gay and transgender students are taught. Almost all were bullied at their old schools and experienced the worst bullying experiences. Many of them were even rejected by their own parents after coming out, and around 10% live in nursing homes for this reason. At HWMA High School, for the first time in their lives, they will find a safe space where they can connect with other youth and be supported by their teachers. In seminars and workshops, their self-confidence is strengthened, and in role-playing games, they learn how to express their feelings correctly in critical situations. The high school experienced such a strong rush that it was enlarged in 2002 and now houses over 170 students. With success, 95% of students graduate and as many as 60% get into college. And that's it for our video. Let us know in the comments which school surprised you the most and which school you would most like to go to. Otherwise, like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.